Hello, and welcome to the Whiny Moms Podcast, a judgment free zone where we can whine and have some wine after our kids go to bed, where we can share some laughs and share our struggles, as well as the ridiculous situations that we find ourselves in every day. Hello, Whiny Moms.
Hello, Whiny Moms.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's a Tuesday. It's kind of weird.
Tuesdays are the worst. I feel like it's like the worst day of the week.
Absolutely.
Just because it's like you're not even halfway there, and it's just as bad as a Monday in some ways.
I actually was supposed to take today to rewrite my resume, so I could apply for this job. And I swear to God, I have had I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been trying to do this for days. And on Sunday, I cooked dinner for 4 nights. I've mopped. I took my car to the car wash today.
It's like having ADHD is like when you procrastinate everything and you do everything else that you should do besides what you should be doing. I feel like I do that on a regular basis.
Why am I sabotaging myself? Why can't I just apply for this job? And I'm I know it's because I'm just scared I'm not going to get it, or I'm scared I'm going to get it and then it's not going to work out. I'm scared I'm going to get it and then it's going to I'll be unhappy.
What is it for?
It's just another bank, but it's 34 hours a week instead of 40.
Okay.
It's Monday through Friday. So I really need to apply for this job. I need to apply for this job. But it's in Roseville. And I'm just so afraid that I'm going to get it and I'm not going to like it. And then there'll be negative consequences. And I don't know why. But it's it's almost like psychologically, it's better to have the hope than it is to get the thing you want and realize it sucks.
You know what I mean? You're just afraid of change, I think, is your problem.
I don't know. Yes, but I really think I've changed a lot of times and it's never what I wanted it to be. You know?
Yeah, but that's just a given.
But I don't really know if that's true or not. I don't know why I'm procrastinating. That's the best thing I can come up with.
Just do it. Just do it.
I know. I have to do it before I can go to bed. So.
Well. Oh, it's only 8:30 there, so you still got some time.
I'm fine. It's only gonna take me 45 minutes. I just need to do it.
Yeah. I've been doing that with my daughter's registration paperwork. I received it a month ago. And I'm just paperwork kind of thing. But finally today I did it. I just got through it. Because it's one of those online things. So it's you have to do it on your phone and it's hella finicky. And I just hate those things.
Oh God, I fucking hate that.
And it's I kept messing it up, and it was just
can I just print it?
Can I just have a paper copy and send it to you? Can I just bring it in on the day? Can I just fill it out on the day of registration? Why? Why
is everything like this now?
This is dumb.
Swear to God. Oh my God, I cleaned my shower curtain today. That's the level of procrastination we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I do that every once in a while.
My fucking shower curtain.
Do you just stick yours in your washer? Because that's what I do. I feel like we're so off topic right now.
Yeah, but it's been 2 years since I've washed it.
Oh my God.
Maybe no, it's probably been a year. It's been a year. It's not something I do very often. I literally only did it because I was I need to find something else to do. And then I scrubbed the shit out of my shower.
Something else to fill the gap. Jesus, that's very terrible.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. I don't wash my car.
That's a whole nother level.
To a car wash.
That's a whole nother level of procrastination for you that I have not seen.
There's something seriously wrong with me.
Damn.
Went for a walk for 40 minutes today.
Stop it. And you had the whole day off. That's that's even worse. You purposely did all these things that you wouldn't.
It's so fucking bad.
That is pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God. Okay, so tonight we have a kind of a cool topic for you, sticking with our summer theme. Kind of just folk tales, campfire stories, fun ways to pass the time. So it's kind of in that vein. So a few weeks ago, we were going to talk about the whole Tartaria thing. But when I was researching it, I kept coming across really, really old stories and origins of like folk tales and fairy tales. So we're going to start with Tartaria and then we're going to just kind of move in to the origins of some of the oldest stories ever told.
Okay. Yeah, so
you
we
want to
haven't
start us?
doing...
Sorry,
Yeah.
so you start us off.
Yeah. So we have been doing some research on Tartaria, or as some may call it, it's the lost empire of the giants. I don't know. This is something that has somewhat become a sort of like a conspiracy theory, which is kind of out there, I would say. But historically speaking, Tartary was a real like geographic term used by Europeans from like 13th through the 19th century. So you find it marked in like old maps, like this massive, vaguely defined region,
The
stretching,
Tartars.
stretching across like Central and Northern Asia. I
Mm-hmm.
think Siberia, Mongolia, and like other places. And it was a name used when Europeans like didn't know exactly what was out there. So they lumped it all into one name, which was Tartaria. But here's where it gets weird. In recent years, corners of the internet have resurrected like Tartaria as a vague region, but like a lost super civilization, kind of. Um, like a once global empire wiped from memory without any, with like advanced technology and like architecture and possibly like even like giant rulers is what I came across. I don't know. Did you come across any of that?
I did, and I have to tell you that their architecture is incredibly diverse.
It is.
I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff where they're talking about the different buildings that are from Tartaria, it's like a completely different architecture from one to the other. So I'm like, how are you connecting these things? I guess it was a little it was a stretch, I guess.
It is a
But
stretch.
yes,
So
I
like,
did come across a lot of that.
yeah, according to like these modern theories, Tartaria wasn't just like a real place. It was like the place, a civilization that supposedly spanned across continents, and it had its own flag, its own language, and unified like global government kind of thing, and
Mm-hmm.
like some crazy ass technology. Um, so they take a look at like the U.S. Capitol building and like architecture from like Notre Dame or like Taj Mahal. Conspiracy theorists say that these like iconic buildings were like Tartarian structures, remnants of like a high tech civilization.
And when exactly is it that they were existing? Because a lot of stuff I came across was like the 16 and 1700s, but
Yeah, that's what I came across too. But like, there's so many different theories that come along with it. So, like, one major claim was that there was like a mud flood of some
mhm.
sort. According to like this theory, there was a global catastrophe that like buried the entire civilization under mud or whatever, and the buildings. And literally, like the remains of the buildings were repurposed buildings that we repurposed and then used to cover up that civilization. I know it's way out there.
I like
this,
saw like
this
yeah when
is
they got to the Americas, like the buildings were already here or something.
Yeah, like it seems really out there, but this is what these people believe. Like this is like a legit, like there's people who are all into like being Tartarian like believers that this like history was rewritten kind of thing. And what we know, it's not real. Like the history books were all rewritten. Like they all lied to us, kind of thing. It's pretty crazy if you like really get into it. But yeah, they like say that there's like it was like an advanced civilization and possibly built by giants. And I read even that some believe that it was like they descended from like Greek mythology figures from like Ether and Gaia. I don't know who they are.
Gaia
That's what I
is
read about it.
Mother Earth, basically. Who's the other one?
Ether?
Ether? I'm not. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look at that one up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who they are, but that's one of the theories as well. So I don't know. And then they say that we had like apparently there was like world fairs back in the day.
Oh yeah, the world
And,
fairs. I think they technically still have them, just no one cares anymore.
yeah, so they had like these like grand expos in cities like Chicago, Paris, and San Francisco. And some theorists believe that even like these events weren't just like cultural exhibitions, they were like cover ups to elaborate and hide and like demolish the last remnants of Tartarian architecture. Yeah. It's pretty wild.
But they didn't destroy it. It's all still. I just have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. So
Like,
I
if
mean,
this is so recent, what? Like,
yeah. I mean, historians and like archaeologists say that there's no real evidence of any of this, and they just insist that it was just like a placeholder or an old name for something that wasn't known at the time.
Well, the Tartars were like a real people that existed in like the late medieval period. I think they're like the Renaissance. I'm not sure exactly. I would have to look them up. But like I've heard of the Tartars. Like I've known they existed for a long time. They're just like one of those groups that were like in the steppes, like Central Asia type people. But yeah, I guess I would be a skeptic. I'm highly skeptical of all of this. It's very interesting though to like learn about. It's kind of fun, but I'm not like taking it that seriously, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely out there. I don't know. I feel like it's something people want to like believe is real. Like they're letting their imaginations go way too wild. But
like I just like the 1700s, like that's not that long ago. I know it sounds like a long time ago, but we've had like video footage since like what, like the 1870s. It's like people who were old people in the 1870s were alive in the 1700s. Like we would know, I guess, is my biggest issue with it. If you were saying like it happened longer ago, I'd be like, okay, like I guess maybe, but there's no way they could cover that up like that,
Yeah, the only logical reason I would believe is like if it was like some crazy out there kind of thing, like a great reset, or like the Mandela effect where we went into like a different, like,
well, then
like
we're in a different universe. So like,
yeah,
all rules are out in that case.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
but
God.
that's taking it way out
I
there.
like so believe in the Mandela effect though. Like the Mandela effect is so real.
I feel like it is. It's crazy.
Oh shit. Okay. I have one happen to me recently, and I like it's weird because I haven't had that happen to me in a long time. But like, what's the name of the sporting goods store that has the Bass?
Bass Pro, whatever. Bass Pro Shops.
Damn it! Why did you say shops? It has an S now. No, it's a Bass Pro Shop. It's all like I was at Bass Pro Shop the other day, and I'm like, why is there an S? And Jim's like, I don't know. I started looking,
I
and it's
guess
Bass
I've
Pro
never really
Shops.
looked into that one. I don't
It's
know.
Bass Pro Shops everywhere. And then
I
everyone who
think,
says it says Bass Pro Shops. And I'm like, am I
yeah,
crazy?
I don't
I,
know.
I
I feel
just
like it's always been that.
feel like I would have noticed it because it was definitely Bass Pro Shop. I don't know. I know it's stupid. I know it sounds petty, but like I'm so certain that it was just Bass Pro Shop. Like so 100% certain. Anyway.
The one that gets me is always like Chick-fil-A. Like even
Oh,
when I just
fucking
like
Chick-fil-A?
I had Chick-fil-A today and I was looking at the wrapper and I was just like, that just doesn't look right. It
It's
doesn't look
supposed to
right.
say chic.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Chick-fil-A because it's fancy.
It's wild.
Every everybody knows the joke. Stupid. Yeah, that one really gets me too. It bothers me. It's like that one bothers me a lot. Mm. Okay. Are we ready to move on, or do you have any final thoughts on Tartaria?
That's basically all I had on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Sure.
basically all it is. There's not much.
So while I was kind of looking at this Tartaria stuff, I found this channel that did a few videos on it that also does like a lot of folklore videos, and then it kind of like algorithmed me in this weird direction. But it's kind of related because one of my favorite things to do in the summertime, ever since I was a really little kid, is like to look at the stars and watch the meteor shower that happens in August. Um, and I've always done that. It's always been like a fun thing I did with my family growing up, and I do it with my kids every year now. And I like to like look for the constellations and like tell the stories of the constellations to my kids whenever we're like camping or looking at the stars or like whatever, And you don't really think about it. You're like, oh yeah, obviously it goes back a few thousand years to like the Romans or like the Native Americans or like whatever fucking constellation thing you're talking about, right? But you never really think about how old the stories are. And it's not just that. Like also like Grimm's fairy tales, they didn't write any of those fairy tales. They were just writing down spoken word folk tales that had been around for sometimes thousands of years.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start out with my favorite constellation story. I want to tell you a very old story. One of the oldest folklore motifs is about the constellation, the Pleiades, or the Seven Sisters. So this constellation is really prominent in the sky, and we found literature dating back all around the world, like thousands of years. Some of it's in China, dating back like 2,300 years. There's the Nabrascitis found in Germany, that's 3,600 years old, also referencing the Pleiades, and there's other references to it literally all over the world. The most famous one is going to be the Greek story of the Seven Sisters who were pursued by Orion. And after running from him for several years, Zeus helped them escape into the sky where they became stars. Unfortunately, Orion later also became stars very close to them and now continues his pursuit of them through the heavens. Very unfortunate for them. So this story has kind of similar elements in Australia, where the sisters are like ice type deities and they get pursued by fire. There's other stories, very old, kind of like very separate from one another with different details, kind of along the same gist. And what's special about the story is if you look at the Pleiades constellation now, you might notice something. And just as a side note, in the Japanese refer to it as Subaru. So if you've ever seen the Subaru logo,
Subaru sign, like
yeah,
for the cars, yeah.
If you look at the logo, it only has 6 stars. So why is a constellation where with the naked eye you can really only see usually 6 stars referred to as the Seven Sisters? Mm-hmm. Well, this is the really cool part of the story because there's a lot of stories that have a reason why the 7th star is missing. So, for instance, in the Greek mythology, one of the sisters fell in love with a mortal man and fell to Earth. I believe in the Australian one, the stars either one of them got kidnapped or ended up burning out for some reason. there's a Native American tale where the stars were singing to rise to the sky, and one of them kept singing and forgot to stop and so disappeared all over the world.
That's wild.
Well, what's really cool is you used to be able to see 7 stars because of the way the Earth like rotates on a tilt. And the stars like shift positions and change over time. How there used to be like a different North Star when the pyramids were built that they lined up with. So the last time you would have been able to see the 7th star is somewhere between 70,000 and 100,000 years ago. Which is like
a long time ago.
Crazy. So there's evidence that this original story that these stories sprang from, potentially goes back to before humans left Africa. Just like the beginnings of humanity. It's freaking crazy.
Right.
So tell your children the story of the 7 sisters, because that's apparently just what humans do.
Keep passing it down, right?
Right. So other like notable, really old origin stories is, like I mentioned before, the Grimm's fairy tales. And I really think it'd be cool to like look into like all of them. I wonder like what the origins of all of them are. But I did come across Rumpelstiltskin, which like everyone knows the story of Rumpelstiltskin. Like the girl gets, what is it? I can't remember if she gets kidnapped or sold.
So she was her dad lied and said that his daughter could spin straw into gold, and the bargain was that she would spin gold for the king, right? And then the king made her his wife, I think. And so well, backtrack. So she was So do you know the story? You want me to tell it, or do you want to tell
You go ahead. You tell the story. You go ahead.
Okay. So her dad had lied to the king and said that she could spin straw into gold. Obviously, she couldn't do that. So Rumpelstiltskin came into the picture, and he made a bargain with her, which was basically like, I will spin this straw into gold for you, but you have to promise me your firstborn child. Well, he started off with like different things first, like, oh, you got to give me your necklace, you got to like whatever. There was like different bargains, and then that was the ultimate one. And
she like ran out of stuff.
And then so the king took her in as her queen, and they had their firstborn child. And then of course Rumpelstiltskin came to claim his prize, right? Or his reward. And then he has the whole riddle things, and she had to like guess his name. And what was it? Like he was like chanting a poem or something, or
okay. He gave her like a certain amount of time to guess the name. And she had her servant go follow him and try to figure out his name.
That's what
and he saw him dancing like
on like around the fire or something. He was just like, my name is Rumpelstiltskin, like which is bizarre to me. Yeah.
What?
It's so wild. Yeah, so the maid or whatever went back and told the queen that was his name, and then what happens? She guessed it, right? And then supposedly that's supposed to like take his soul or something.
He was, I can't remember if he gets like swallowed up by the ground or something stupid. Like something bad happens to him. Like he's done. That's it. No more Rumpelstiltskin. So the origins of that story, it's kind of like weird. Like if you hear it as a kid, you're just like, yeah, whatever. But listening to it as an adult, you're like, what the fuck is happening right now?
That's so wild. Yeah.
But like it's just because it's so fucking old that it's like not even like really relevant to us anymore. So
it's been passed down through ages. I read that The original name was the Supernatural Helper. Did you read
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah, the original. That's like the motif, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the origin. Like there's other stories like it. They're in the same group or whatever.
Right. I know it's passed around many cultures. But they also bring the spinning like back to like
Mm-hmm.
cosmic work. It's
Yeah, like it
always like
represents creation.
mhm. It was used a lot in Greek mythology as well.
So I think it's like more symbolic than it is to our ears, but it would be more of a symbolic thing to be able to change the thread, like to be able to like spin something new was kind of like
Mhm.
I think the gist of it. But also the whole like being able to guess his name, to like know his name and have power over him. Kind of like reminds me of like demonology.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's probably the most relevant way it's survived in our culture, but historically like knowing someone's name has like power over them, I guess.
Yeah, I read something about the Book of Enoch. I don't know if I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying that right, but it tells the story of like watchers who taught people like how to make metals, and then also like a lot of the sacrifices that they made were like your firstborn child, like back in those like cultures or whatever, like back in the day.
Yeah.
And like not only that, but like they believe that like names have power, and like it was like a thing not to have people like know what your real name was because they could take your soul. I don't know. It was really weird. But
So
yeah, it
like what
goes
did
back.
people call each other in the past? Is that why we have
Right.
nicknames? Is
They
that
have
like a remnant of
nicknames.
that? Huh.
Yeah, I even read something about like the story of Solomon and like there's something about him like learning people's names and taking their souls. Did you read that far into it?
No, but a lot of
It's
it like it does
wild.
remind me of like really old Christian stuff, like when Abraham was told to kill his son, or like when the plague
Yeah.
in Egypt took the firstborns. Like that's like such an old theme.
Hmm.
It's like Old Testament old. So they think that that probably goes all the way back to when people first learned how to make steel, which is like
Yeah.
4,000 plus years ago, which is pretty cool, honestly. Um,
And at the time,
but,
you would have to think that was like some kind of like magic. You know what I
mhm.
mean? Like to be able to do that or just discover. Like I want to know who fucking discovered that.
Yeah, it's like literal alchemy. It's pretty cool,
Yeah,
you know? So,
that's all I have on that.
same. I think that pretty much wraps up Mr. Rumpelstiltskin. Um, so, speaking of old stories that are kind of like Old Testament adjacent,
Mhm.
there's also a lot of blood myths, which seem like they're connected. And I think this is one of the other ones that's like very universal. And I feel like everybody knows it. And a lot of people obviously know about the Noah flood, but
Mhm.
um, there's flood stories like all over the world. Did you find any like just like interesting ones from interesting places?
Sumerian flood myth
Mm-hmm.
during the Mesopotamian region. And then that led me to Noah's Ark.
Yeah, I think those are pretty closely related. Like probably.
There was like some Chinese one or like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, about like how the dragons stir the waters and until they're overflown. And it's always like the gods that are like trying to like get rid of what they created, kind of, which
I
is really fucked
have
up. But
this really cool example, and I have shit. I just thought of it.
and you lost
Um,
it.
No, I just thought of it. So like I am not gonna be able to look up like the proper details. So this is gonna be
Oh,
very
okay.
vague. But yeah, they're always trying to fucking destroy shit. Like, what's up with that, guys? There's um a story, and I want to say it's Mount Shasta. or one of the mountains in Northern California. Like you've heard of it, like one of them. That's Mount Shasta.
Mount Shasta.
Where the story is that it flooded up to it and there was like a rope thrown down and a guy was supposed to climb it with his family and people tried to follow him and he had to cut the rope and let all the bad people fall down so that they could restart. Very much like Noah's Ark. And they don't know if it was like a merging of Christian stuff mixed with the native mythology or if it's just another flood myth.
Yeah.
But kind of interesting because they do always involve like getting rid of like a mistake, right? Like washing
right.
Mistake.
So like the Genesis flood narrative, for instance, like God creates humanity and he regrets creating humanity. And he's like, so I'm gonna just like kill them all in this flood. But he has like he's like, oh, but like Noah, he's kind and he's, you know, I don't know. He likes Noah.
This one guy, though.
He
loves this one guy.
He felt Noah was like the guy to keep around, you know, and so
God was trying to declutter.
So he's like,
and he
"Hey
was like,
Noah,
but this one thing, I just can't throw it away."
He's like, "Hey Noah, like I need you to create this massive ark." It sounds crazy when you think about it. I need you to create this massive ark and take every species of every animal you can find, and I need you to put them all in there, and you're going to survive this flood, and you're going to restart humanity, and it's going to be perfect.
Not a boat, an ark.
An ark.
Like a chest.
Yeah, and then he created a rainbow. He created a rainbow, swearing that he would never destroy the world with floods again.
So he's got to think of a new way. That's what I'm hearing.
That's terrible. I'm laughing.
He's like, next time, it's going to be different.
Next time, it's going to be fires.
Oh, no. And earthquakes. I mean, you know, what is that book of not Exodus? The last one,
Revelations.
There you go.
But anyways, the Chinese story was like similar. It was like the people were being like terrible. They were just evil people, and the dragons were like, "We're gonna
like doing some fucked up shit.
We're gonna stir up these waters, and we're just gonna fucking drown them all." And then
I love
there was like this like god Nuwa. Did you read about her?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So there's this god Nuwa who was like, well, like we want to like repopulate like humanity. We don't want them to just like die. So
like we hate them, but we kind of want them back.
So she created the concept of marriage. Okay. This is really, I don't know where I found this video at.
That's really cool.
She created the concept of marriage, and then she like kept like a woman and a man, and then they like restarted humanity, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of like an Adam and Eve kind of, yeah.
So interesting. This is like Adam and Eve.
There's also the Mayan flood. Did you read about that one? I didn't,
but I have in the past. It's just very fuzzy. I have not looked into it at all recently.
Yeah, I didn't write too many notes on that one, so I just know there was a Mayan flood.
I just know of it vaguely. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Right? And what's kind of cool is that geologists have found evidence to this thing called meltwater 1b.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm saying it wrong. No, meltwater pulse 1b. So this happened at the end of the last ice age, I believe, like after something called the Younger Dryas period. Basically, it was 12,000 years ago. And glaciers melted really, really fast. And water rose like, I can't even remember. It was like 300 feet, I think, within a period of, let me say 20. Oh, okay. I got it wrong. It was like 100 feet over the period of 300 years. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but like that's probably like a lot of our land would be exposed. That was just like washed away within 1 to 2 generations of people. And I'd imagine some of it probably happened pretty quickly, you know?
Yeah, I was reading that like 120 species of like mega animals went extinct during that period.
Yeah. Like when there used to be like connected, like they say, like the land bridge that used to connect like Asia to North America and like stuff like that. That was before the Pulse 1B.
Mm-hmm.
After Pulse 1B, the water was too high. Like it isolated the continents basically and flooded shit.
I believe that though, because like just like the way our mountains are and shit, like just like here
Mm-hmm.
in Colorado, just looking at it, like you could definitely tell this shit was underwater at one point.
Oh yeah, like long time
Mm-hmm.
ago. And
Like
when
all
if
the
there were no
ridges
ice
and the
caps,
mountains, like it's
yeah,
crazy.
like if there were no ice caps, the water would be way higher than it is now. So if you could
Mm-hmm.
just imagine that, or if the ice caps were bigger, obviously, like, and it fluctuates. Um, so there's a lot of evidence that this thing that happened 12,000 years ago is the origin for these different flood myths around the world, which is like pretty cool because we didn't actually know that it happened, but we did know that it happened because we have these stories and then we discovered it. And it's like, no, we just kind of always knew. We just didn't know when it was, you know?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like they discover things, but it's like, no, we already knew that. You just didn't believe it. Like you just thought it was a story. It turns out it wasn't a story. It was real.
Turns out it wasn't a conspiracy theory, Tartarians.
Except the whole like God being bad at us and the arc animals. Like that part's probably some embellishment, but the flood was real.
For sure.
I can't confirm the existence of rainbows pre-flood, but I'm pretty sure they existed. So I don't know, that kind of stuff like really interests me. I find it like, I don't know, just cool. Weird.
Yeah. A lot of history out there. A lot of folk tales.
Makes me feel like connected, I guess.
I think that's the point. Did you read about the Aussie like fairy tales?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them that I read about, it was the platypus origin. Did you read about that one?
No, I didn't.
So it was so weird. So it was like a young female duck that liked swimming by herself, right? And then a rat captures her.
Oh God.
And takes her in as a wife.
No, rat, no.
And then she like manages to escape because he was not a good rat, you know. And then she ends up going back, and then she had ducklings, and the ducklings came out looking like what the platypus looks like now. It's like a rat / duck being.
I hate the story. I hate it. I mean, it's such a literal, like...
Isn't it terrible?
I think that thing came to be. I don't know. A rat probably kidnapped a duck and, like, you know, forced it to have its children and it escaped. I mean, you look at it, you're like, yeah, okay, I can see that.
I was like,
be a happy couple though, guys. Come on.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Like, we don't like platypuses. Platypuses just, you know.
I don't like platypuses, to be honest.
But Perry from Phineas and Ferb.
I guess he's okay.
So yeah, so next time you hear a just like random kid story or, you know, whatever, like take a minute, think about where'd that weird ass story come from.
Right.
Next time you see a platypus.
Next time you see a platypus, research where it came from. Like there's like so now I'm thinking like about other animals.
Yeah.
Like the wild ones out there.
Like the okapi.
Or like beavers.
Fucking beavers. Animals are weird.
Animals are so weird.
Norwells. Freaking okay. Unrelated to animals, but like my kids keep telling me, Mom, did you know that Ring Around the Rosies is about the plague? And they explained
Oh
the
my
whole thing to me. And
gosh.
I'm just like, yep, knew that. Totally already knew that. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that taught you that. But it's so cool that you need to tell me every like 2 months.
Oh, that's cool. You taught them that. I was gonna say that's the only thing they fucking teach in school.
That's funny. No, I think it's that they keep bringing it up in school again. And so they keep like getting re-excited about it. And I'm just like, but all the nursery rhymes have fucked up origins, I bet. That could be another interesting little rabbit hole.
Yeah, like I feel like the Rockabye Baby had one.
Oh.
God, I can't think of it right
I've
now,
heard
but it's
that
pretty
before.
morbid. And I was like, oh.
Something about the baby
why?
being dead or something. Because people were sad, okay?
We should do a podcast on nursery rhymes.
We could totally do that.
I think that'd
I'm
be
excited.
interesting.
Okay. All right. You wanna close this out?
Sure. All right. Thank you for joining us once again. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any crazy, things to add on to this, any conspiracy theories about Tartaria or any crazy folk tales, let us know. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Bye. Have a good night.